Yo, it's Ratty here, and I've just spent the last 9 months of my life training in a Kung Fu school in China. And I want to help those of you who want to come to train in a Kung Fu school like this one, basically find out what you need to bring before you come here. Some essentials that I brought and that I wish I'd brought when I first came here. Let's get started with the list. So if you're like me and you're training any type of kickboxing or something, you're obviously going to need boxing gloves, mouth guard, and a cup to protect your balls. Bring some of your own soaps and washes, as the Chinese ones are all written in Chinese, so if you're conscious about what kind of body washes or shampoos you use, you're not really going to be able to read the labels here, so bring your favorite ones if you can. Some students here have chosen not to bring their laptops. I highly recommend you bring your laptops, because although the idea of being disconnected and free is really nice, sometimes you just really wish that you would have a laptop, and I'm really glad that I have my laptop so I can do whatever I want. If you want the option of just turning off and shutting off like Facebook and stuff like that, just close your laptop, put it under your bed. But sometimes you just want to watch a movie or relax or chill, and having your laptop will allow you to do that, obviously. So on that same note, I would suggest obviously having a phone, bringing some headphones. If you have a Kindle, that's going to help you have a whole bunch of books with you. It's what I do. When coming to China, if you want to be able to access Facebook or Google Mail or YouTube, you're going to need a VPN. So for my phone, what I use is I have Hexatech and BetterNet. Those are two free VPNs that you can have for your phone. As far as the computer goes, I use TorGuard. Facebook and everything works with TorGuard. Some of the other students use ExpressVPN. So those are two ones that work based on my own experience. This next thing is absolutely critical. Don't mess this up like I did. I was stupid, I messed it up. But you're gonna need to buy some nice shoes before you come here, some good training shoes. Otherwise, you're gonna buy like 6 or 7 pairs of Feiyus like me. And Feiyus are cheap, but the problem is they break kind of fast when you're always scraping your foot against the ground. So having a nice higher quality shoe with like decent rubber on the bottom so it doesn't rip. Basically, you're always doing a lot of twisting and turning on your feet and on concrete, and that really wears out shoes quickly, especially the cheap ones that most kung fu monks, use. So yeah, make sure you have good shoes, otherwise you're going to be buying a fair amount of Feiyus. You can bring something like a tennis ball or some sort of mobility ball so you can lay down and roll your muscles out, kind of like a foam roller but more compact. And having some sort of stretchy therapeutic band can also help you with certain movements and stretches if you already are doing those things. And seeing as this is China, and Chinese food for me is quite disturbing sometimes, just because of the excess oil, or sometimes you're buying street food, you don't really know what you're getting. Bring stuff like diarrhea pills and some sort of antibiotics just in case you get a virus or bug and you can't, go see your local doctor who speaks English perfectly to help you get through it. So have some sort of diarrhea medication, and certainly your own kind of medications that you would need, maybe prescriptions that you need filled before coming here. I recommend bringing some sort of good multivitamin, maybe some probiotics too, in case you decide to use your antibiotics. It's really good to do probiotics after antibiotics, just to help restore good bacteria in your gut. As far as clothes are concerned, if you come to my Kung Fu school, during the winter, it's pretty cold, so if you're coming in the winter months, make sure you bring lots of sweaters and pants. But during the summers, it's really hot, so you don't need a whole lot of clothing. Just a few shirts and some shorts will do you fine during the summer, but during the winter, make sure you bring plenty of clothes. There have been several students here who've brought their own herbs, oils, things like that they want in their food, so if you're thinking about doing that, that's not too weird at all. Coconut oil is really hard to find in China, so if you like coconut oil, make sure you bring your own. The last two things I'm going to add are more for entertainment and socializing purposes. The first is that when you come here, especially if you're coming to my school, and you decide to bring chocolates or something sweet to share, that's certainly enjoyed by the old students, because the chocolate in China is not exactly the same as in Europe or in America or Canada, so it's quite enjoyable to have something from back home if you should decide to be that kind to bring to the old students. And then the other thing is that some students at my school have Magic the Gathering cards, so sometimes they like to play. If you're a fan of the game, you can bring your own deck or a few decks, and you get to play with other people here. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know if there are any questions about what you should be bringing, what you should not be bringing. My Kung Fu school is Xinglong Wang Kung Fu School. The website is kungfuschoolchina.com. Yeah, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.